Hi folks, my name is Aldrich. You can call me Loki on this channel. Allow me to explain why I founded Loki Consulting, and why I chose that name. I founded Loki Consulting because I deeply believe there are healthier, humane ways to do product software delivery without sacrificing value. In fact, my experience over the years has been that teams and companies who allow and nurture these principles and practices as part of their organizational and operational makeup often find increases in value delivery. I've been working in this field for 15 years now. I worked primarily as a regular software engineer, in management positions, as a teacher, and as an embedded consultant. Note, I'm saying management and not leadership, because leadership isn't the same thing as management. I had successes and failures as a leader in all the roles I held. As a regular software engineer, I understood the pressures that come from being a part of an organization, instead of a consultant on the outside. I understood the social elements that can make or break a team, the impacts of cross-team interactions and dependencies, and the strain of handling architectural decisions and their consequences over time. As a manager, whether frontline, middle, or top-level manager, I understood that one's responsibility to the organization is to pave the way for ongoing success, and that all decisions have both direct and indirect consequences on the organization and its people. Some examples of decisions include promoting or firing an engineer, putting together a roles and responsibilities matrix to determine skills and behaviors expected at every level of seniority in the department, or something as simple to mention as the way we interact with other department leads to promote cross-department cooperation. As a teacher, I discovered the immense value in shaping information in a teachable way, as well as myriad ways to do it. I had to express ideas and concepts in many more ways than most folks do. As a consultant, I was able to see and interact deeply with many more teams and organizations in a small span of time than most other folks do. That also means I saw more code bases, more build pipelines, more products, more problems, and more solutions. I learned how to be a change agent, and multiple times I failed to be one as well. As you can see, a smorgasbord of seemingly disparate lessons. Yet, across all of these, I found one recurrent guiding principle. And now we come to why I chose the name Loki Consulting. A while back, I read a book called Trickster Makes This World by Lewis Hyde. The book explores the trickster archetype across mythologies. This means we come across stories about Coyote, Eshu, Krishna, Hermes, Loki, and so on. The single role of the trickster archetype, the book argues and shows, is to operate at the boundaries. You might ask, operate at what boundaries? Boundaries. Of any and everything. The trickster looks at the world and says, there should be a boundary here, or this boundary should not exist, and then acts. It's important to note that this rarely goes well for the trickster, because people like the world as it is, and that is why being a change agent is such an important and difficult skill. So, I chose Loki, as one of the best-known trickster gods, thank you pop culture, to highlight the primary shape I intend to bring to the knowledge I share. A study of boundaries in action. Where can they be erected? Where can they be brought down? When to cross them? Boundaries are dynamic. They only seem fixed because we look at them and we see a fence. But fences can move. We tend to think of them as being static. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can't do this. But we have a lot of control over our environment, and we can decide when boundaries are useful or when they stop being useful. As software engineers, our job is to take the messy real world and fit it into a Turing machine. Our job is literally to place a whole lot of artificial boundaries everywhere, and then live with the consequences. I brought up roles and responsibilities earlier, another beautiful example of placing a whole lot of boundaries everywhere and living with the consequences. I hope the way I share this information will enrich you, and that you will join me in awareness and productive shaping of the boundaries around you. I have a Patreon and a Discord where you can join me and thank me in exploring more of the world this way. See you there, Trickster.